Hey traders, John Howell here. We're going to be having a market update today across the stock market, gold, silver. Gold is actually starting to find a bit of a bottom here, which I've been talking about. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so let's get straight into it. Traders, I am running a sale to my breakthrough trading course for $7 only. If you need help with your trading, then go to Johns, JOHNS/sale.com. You can get my entire breakthrough trading course for just $7, or very first link in the description there. So the big thing I'm looking at right now, let's actually start with the good old stocking market. Stocking market pulling back. Oh no, oh no. This is the start of something major. This is the start of something big. Here we go. Hang on, hold on. All right. The big thing that I really want to talk about here, and this is something I've been saying in the last few videos, is that I'm actually expecting a little bit of a pullback here soon in the markets. But I've said little pullback. That means exactly what's happened today, and maybe even a little bit more downside to come. And then we're probably going to do something like this, and then away we go, okay? That's exactly what I've been saying here. Now, I said I'm expecting to see a bit of a pullback, but we may just continue straight up from here. Very rarely does the market do this. Now, the big thing that I really want to share with you here, let's actually do this here, is if I just bring up a 1 moving average, which is the 9 moving average, you will know that the market doesn't get too far away. And this is something I was talking about with my coaching clients as well too, is that the market doesn't get too far away from this moving average before we have a little pullback, okay? A little pullback. It's not like, here we go, it's all over and so on and so forth. Okay, it's just a little pullback here. We've had a nice move up. We're getting a little pullback, a little rest here for a bit. And we're getting the 9 moving average, sort of the momentum is sort of trending up through there, as you can see. Right, so all this is doing right now is just balancing out a little bit of oversold. And something I've been saying in my last few videos is that this could keep going up, but we are into a short-term oversold territory right now. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see a little, not too big, right? Little pullback. Maybe even something like this tomorrow. Allow the 9 to catch up, and then we start to do something like this, and it starts to pick back up. All right. So that's what I'm seeing right now with the, with the Dow Jones there. Moving on now through to the S&P 500. And we get the same sort of thing, right? We've had a very strong bullet out of the gates. Woof, 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 woof. That's right, woof, woof. Out of the gates when it comes to the S&P 500. Now we're having a little bit of a pullback. Again, it's probably going to wait for this moving average to catch up a little bit here. We're actually a bit far away from the moving average. And then we're probably going to then continue on up. But this is not the end of the move and all that sort of stuff. We're not getting any warning signs yet. Let me have a look at the Dow Jones here. Yeah, we're not getting any warning signs yet of this being a failure here and a rollover. And it's interesting because the big thing about looking at the daily charts, guys, is that I'm reading and I'm talking to you about what's happening on the daily charts now. The market is not static. So if I have a view, I'm taking the view based on what the market's telling me right now. A week later, the market turns into something else, right? It forms a different pattern, or it might form into something else. Then you have to flow with that. Someone said to me recently on my good old comment section, the little monkey boys came out and all right, so all this sort of stuff, right? And they come out and they said, oh yeah, you watch, soon the market's going to roll over and it's going to go down, and therefore you're going to be doing YouTube videos about the market going down. No shit, Sherlock. It's called flowing with the market. You understand that, right? Like especially if you're a short-term trader, you flow with the market. You're not like rigid. Now, as an investor, there's two different things, right? Investor, we're going to 5,500 this year. Here we go. Well, we may not, right? So there's no guarantees of that happening, but we're racing all-time new highs this year when it comes to the S&P 500. That's an investor. How it gets there, I don't know. It could be second half of this year we actually start to get there. Who knows? It could be this month. Who knows? That's an investor, right? But as a short-term trader, your job is not to be so rigid in one way. Your job is to flow with what the market is telling you, right? Continue to flow, continue to flow, continue to flow. with what the market is telling you. And so if this week the market's doing something, and so therefore, like, as you know, right, when we started getting this sort of update through here, I said, okay, I'm getting a lot of bullishness in these markets coming in here, so I'm expecting this market to see a rise. And hence we've actually done that there. So move over now through to the Nasdaq. And on the Nasdaq, we can see a bit of a double bottom again. Nasdaq's just a little bit of a short-term oversold. As you can see, we're just a bit too far away from the 9-moving average. So again, I wouldn't be too surprised to see more sideways or just a short-term pullback. Nothing big. See, like back here, see how the market pulls away, but then we just get a little pullback to the moving average and then a continuation. That's probably what's going to happen here, and then a continuation, right? And away we go in the markets there. So that's what I'm looking at through there. Let's have a look at the good old Russell. Russell has that resistance level there. But the big thing I'm looking at here is that there's actually a bit of a short-term. This was actually a bit of a short-term wedge, as you can see. Something through there anyway, like that. And then it's actually broken out. Now we're coming back down to this level here. So there's a good probability that we're going to find a lot of support levels here. Let's go to the hourly chart here for a minute. And so you can see, all right, so this was significant high here, significant high, significant low, significant high. It's probably going to be a high low here, and then a continuation push back up again as well too. So that's what I'm seeing through there. Again, same with the Dow Jones as well too, right? We're seeing a little bit of a pullback through here. For me to be really concerned about this move to the upside, and for me to start changing my tune, one, my long-term tune is not going to change, but short-term as a trader, this whole area through here is definitely a very, very, very key area in the markets. And we've definitely broken out of that level through there. So that's where we are right now. So I don't expect too much of a pullback out of the markets here. And same for the Nasdaq as well too. We're getting a little bit of a sideways movement. Again, I don't expect too much of a pullback. Just a little sideways movement, guys. Just a little rest here because we have had a very big, strong move out of the gate. And then away we go out of the markets here. Moving on now through to the gold market. And oh, look at gold. Let's actually bring off just no moving averages. Let's actually bring up a blank chart here. And look what's happened with gold. Gold actually found a really, really, really nice support level here. And it's something I've been saying in my last few videos. I'm not sure if we're going to get another flush down, one more flush down, and then a push back up, or if we're going to get here. I said because I'm getting a very oversold level here on gold, and as you can see, it's holding here very nicely. So that's actually right here is a very good short-term oversold level. And so we should start to see, now we're getting a bit of a hold here, we should start to see a nice rise out of this level when it comes to gold. Move over now through to silver. And silver's actually holding quite strongly as well too, right? We're holding this level through here right now. Let's go to the hourly chart. And you can see this is squeezing up right now on this hourly chart, right? We're squeezing up into sort of like this descending sort of triangle pattern through, as you can see. Like that's the triangle pattern through there. Now, the interesting thing is that I've seen so many times, actually more times, this is supposed to be a bearish pattern, right? The market's making lower highs, and then we're supposed to break down through here. I actually see more times, it's actually more of a probability of this actually happening than down. It's weird how the market's actually changed like that. Most of the time it actually does break up, and that was a short-term pattern as well too. And I think because if you look at that hourly chart, we're seeing this, but if you look at the daily chart, we're actually in an upward leg. So the trend is actually up. So we're going, that's actually probably going to break to the upside on the silver market there. Moving out through to the GDX. Very nice hold here today. So we're still holding. We're still continuing this sideways range. I'm still very, 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 very bullish here. Same for the GDXJ. Still continue here. Again, you guys know the GDXJ is my baby out of all these. Out of GDX, SIL, SILJ. The GDXJ is the one that I'm like fully invested in. And I'm still adding even more. John, how could you be fully invested and still add more? All right, so I have a position size, right, in my account. And so I put that there, but then I start to add even more to that, okay? So fully invested in means I'm just heavily invested into it, okay? And have done for a while now. So we're still holding through here. Again, I still see a lot more craziness coming out of the GDXJ. Move over now through to the SIL, and this is something I've been really watching as well too for a short-term trade, not investing position. The GDXJ has been an investing position, but just looking at this thing, look at this low, higher, low, higher, low. We're still developing this sideways range, so we could be getting ready for a nice little pop here, right? we get something like this. All right, a bit of a volume increase. That's going to be quite nice to see our move back up towards even the 1650 and even the 1750 level there. So looking really, 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 really strong there. We had a move up sideways, and same for the SIL as well too. Same sort of situation. Let me just bring this over here from it so I can just get a bit more of a, like that. Right, somewhere that anyway. Low, higher, low, higher, low. We're developing this sideways range here. If we can get a really nice little breakout bar like that, that's going to be absolutely beautiful, especially if we can get an increase in volume, because therefore we have a massive probability of getting to the 42, and then we're probably going to do something like this to move up to 42. So it's going to be really, really, really nice short-term trade of what I'm looking forward through there. So there we go, traders. Bit of an market update for you across the board. If you need some help, make sure you go to Johns, Johns, johnsflashsale.com, johnsflashsale.com, johnsflashsale.com. Go there right now. $7, guys. I've got like 10 videos there walking through some of the chart stuff that I talk about here, trading systems and all that sort of stuff. So johnsflashsale.com, or there should be very first link in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.